we ain't asked you about free agency, man. We just said they back.
I'm ready. We back. We ready to go, man. We ready to go.
Just in case y'all don't know, Mr. Sport, the sportsologist, he called himself a New York fan, but he always on this LeBron train. So feel free to call in and call him out.
I agree with him on. He's a LeBron fan. Thank you.
So you got some help today.
Yeah.
You got some help.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Finally.
Real recognized real, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Most definitely.
Like I said before, we got our guest in the building, J Camp the Champ. He's going to talk about his event, Tipsy Talks. And so just give him kind of a feel of what you got going on and tell him about it.
Yeah, so we got an event coming up. It's called Tipsy Talks, and basically it's a panel discussion, and we're talking about the power dynamics of relationships. We're going to be at Theater 47. We have a brand new owner there, and it's a beautiful venue in Park Forest. We're going to have one of our very own, Al. He's going to be on the panel. And so we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a lot of great vendors, a lot of great drinks. It's only a $10 entry, so get your tickets now before we sell out.
Well, I'm known just to tell the truth. Calling from the North.
There you go. He's in the bathroom again, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the bathroom again. What you got, bro?
And I think that this is a perfect example of the differences in them. I think that this shows that most women are insecure by their nature. And most women want.
He trying to get a firestorm signal. He gonna do it while he ain't on the show today. Come on, do that. You ain't gonna do it while you ain't on the show. First of all, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think he would have said that if he was on the show?
Martell in trouble.
No.
He wouldn't have said that.
His wife ain't watching. That's right.
I'm sorry, Brittany, for him.
I'm not even married, and I felt uncomfortable as he was talking about
Bro.
that, man.
Yeah, he was off the chain. She commented. She said there's definitely men that are thirsty for women's attention.
Agreed.
That's what she said. But I tell you one thing, I know them thirst monsters came out after this interview.
They did. Some of the memes on social media. They did.
Yeah. The thirst monsters came.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here go your attention.
I can't put you in no private jet, but I put you in first class if you want to come fly to see me, man.
Hey, I know Steph Curry probably looking at it like, look, you see what you
Yeah,
did?
you done brought the wolves out.
Simba died.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, we didn't say animation, bro. That's animation.
I am Simba. No, I'm just playing.
Completely not
when
real.
Mufasa died.
Lion King?
That was my dad. I thought that was my dad.
Oh my goodness. Movie called The Shack.
Okay.
Look it up. Y'all gonna cry. Get your tissues ready. The movie called The Shack.
I heard that movie.
Hey, and I was with my wife. She looked at me. She was shocked.
Oh, you talking about old boy when his kid died?
Yes.
And he went. Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
That's a good
I know you
movie,
cried on that. Tell me you.
I didn't cry on that.
What?
I didn't cry on that.
I bet you.
It was a good movie though. It was a great movie. That was.
You got kids. You gonna cry.
Do you have an idea for a show, series, or movie? If you have a story, we want to help you tell it. If you have a voice, we want to make you heard. It's your content and our crew. Wondering what it would look like for you to have an online channel? It could look a little bit like this. Your show featured on the network homepage. Free content and teasers for everyone to enjoy, and exclusive content available to subscribers who are paying you for your content and logging in to watch. A viewing community engaging with your content through a chat room on your channel page. Entertainment and entertainers in every genre just found a new home. D3T TV. Is it what's next for you?
Where we lock and load, Allen Pass. It's the Allen Pass Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pass Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pass Show. Yeah. Where we lock and load. Come on.
And LeBron was the ringleader because he always breaks down the team instead of building the team. And then championships in all the subjects. Okay. So there's no way they're gonna let him go out at the end of his career not contesting. Okay. So I'm not gonna say the fix is in, but understand they was not gonna block that trade. Numbers the people might want to call in and tell me you want to use it. And LeBron James probably going to
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in with that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So look, let me ask you one question. What made you get into this field?
So, my background is sales. With doing sales, I tried to leave sales and go into a salary position, and I hated it. I'm like, I'm a firm believer. What you put in, you got to get out.
Right.
So when I came into the car business, I'm like, wait, so all my inventory is like right here on the lot. I don't have to drive city to city showing houses and all the other stuff. I'm like, okay, I think I can do this. After like a couple of sales, I'm like, all right, let's do this. Like I could do this. So it was like once I just really just saw like the inventory and just saw everything, it was just already in me to just do sales. So yeah, but it was one caller, well actually one customer in particular that made me say I want to sell cars, and that was my best friend.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My general manager helped her out tremendously to the point, and she wanted to walk away from her trade, and my manager refused. And I'm like, I never seen that happen. You get that reputation that, like you said, people just want to sell cars. And he literally told me when she walked out the door, she was like, some of the best deals are the ones that you don't close, so that way you can sleep at night.
Okay.
The customer thought about it, talked to her dad, ended up still coming back, but she brought in her trade. And even though her payment went up, it was at a 1.9 rate. So it was at a great rate.
Right.
That she's like, you know what? I'm happy I made this decision.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
All right.
That's good. So once again, we got Tiffany Walker hanging out with the Alan Powell Show, telling us about her job, her passion of getting people in good vehicles, good rates, and the calls are calling in to vouch for her.
Yeah.
We got another caller calling in. Let's see what this call is about. Thanks for calling the Alan Powell Show. What's your name? Where you from? What's your comment?
This is Devon Walker again. This is hubby.
What's going on, brother?
I'm calling back again because I also got a Ford Edge from her.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hey.
I got the 18 Ford Edge. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. I love it. I'm thankful for my wife. She's awesome. She's humble.
That's what's up.
She gave me exactly what I wanted, and I wanted everybody to know.
Right on, right on.
All right, that's a husband.
That's voucher number one right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
He called back twice.
All right, bro. Appreciate that.
All right.
All right. That brother called back. Like, hold on, let me tell my testimony. So look, we're gonna get back. We're gonna drop this promo code a little later. We got another word from one of our sponsors. June 27th, from 6 p.m., 9 p.m., Tipsy Talks. Come learn about money. They got a panel discussion about money. You can get expert advice from business consultants, real estate brokers, accountants, and more. So come out June 27th at Theater 47, Park Forest, Illinois, 350 Victory Drive. Tickets only $10. Support the people that support this show. Go out, get your money right, learn how to get your money right, and it's going to be a great show. JC Productions always put on a good event. J Camp, you've seen him on the show before. Go support that brother. He put on great events. So we're going to get back to Tiffany Walker in a little bit, but we're going to go on to our next topic, our next sports topic. Over the last week before the trade, we had two champions be announced.
Yes,
we
sir.
had the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah.
They won the championship over the Golden State Warriors, which y'all is so excited about.
Yeah.
And then we had the St. Louis Blues in hockey. They won a championship.
Yeah.
And so we just going to acknowledge them. But also, we had two injuries, Clay and KD. So as far as free agency, how do you feel that's going to go with their injuries, Mr. Sportsologist?
Well, it's sad, even though I was definitely rooting for Toronto, to see two players of their caliber go down
Right.
with an injury, it's sad, especially the KD injury. I think it was some pressure on him to come back, once they went down 3-1, and he started off well, and he just wasn't ready 100%, and now it's going to cost him an entire season, and I don't know where in free agency this is going to go. Some people speculate he might opt in for the $31 million and stay with the Golden State Warriors, or according to some sources, they say it's still 4 to 5 teams out there that will still pay him the max contract, even though he won't be able to play the first season of that deal.
Would you give them a max contract? If you the GM, do you give both of them max contracts?
Absolutely not.
Neither one of them?
Absolutely not. Not right. No.
Cinco, would you give them max contracts still?
I give Klay Thompson one.
Klay Thompson, but not KD?
Nah. Well, man, KD, he has a major injury, man. Like, we done seen, other guys in the past that struggle with that same injury, man. It took them like 2 to 3 years. Like D Rose, he's just coming. You know what I'm saying? He's just coming back. You know, he had a good season last year, man. That's like a harsh injury, bro. And then it ain't even really about getting back physically.
Right.
It's the mental thing.
Yeah, the mental hurdles.
You know, that's what you really got to look at. Like, man, are you mentally ready? Because you'll hold yourself back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you
It's
not
a mental hurdle.
Yeah. And so it'll be a risk, man. Like, but Klay Thompson, I'll take that risk.
Yeah, because ACLs, they coming back more. You know, they coming back quicker and quicker. Let me bring it to Ms. Walker. I'm not even gonna ask you about as far as that goes, but let's bring it to your arena. Let's take you for example.
Okay.
You know, you doing your thing, busting out sales. You know what I'm saying? Cars flying off the lot. But matter of fact, let's use somebody else because I don't want to put that on you. You know, just say somebody else. You the manager. Yeah, you the manager though. You the manager.
Okay.
You got somebody on the sales floor making all the sales.
Okay.
But they come down with a sickness. Maybe and their contract is up though. They got a contract with you. Their contract is up, but they come down with a sickness, and you got a decision whether to re-sign them or to let them go. But you know they sell the butt out of these cars. And so the question is, for your company, do you give them a new contract or you let them walk?
I'm giving them a new contract.
Even if you don't know if they're going to come back full strength or maybe not at all.
Hey, sometimes passion outride all of that. So
That's a great statement.
Oh, so there you go.
That's a great statement.
That's Tiffany Walker, the GM.
Hey, speak that.
Yeah. So, okay, and I was listening to the Norris and Deb show earlier, 2 to 5 on 102.3. Shout out to Norris and Deb.
Yes, sir.
And we were listening to the show. Deb was on the show last week, and we talked about Kyle Lowry getting pushed by the minority owner.
Right.
We talked about that.
Yep.
So she said on her show today, we should talk about, I wasn't able to send you this story either, but just follow me. Just follow me.
This is just off.
Just follow me. Just
Okay.
follow me. I listened to their show, and she said, I want you to talk about the Raptors GM. They won the championship. He's the GM. You know, he's trying to get on stage to celebrate, but he didn't show us credentials. You know, the security guard, like, you got to show your credentials before you get up on the stage. So he didn't show us credentials, and he was just pushing, trying to get his way through. He pushed, security guard pushed back. He pushed again, hit the security guard in the face, and now they saying the dude got a concussion. The security guard got a concussion. He might file charges, but in the finals, the basketball player for the Raptors, Kyle Lowry, fell into the audience, and the minority owner pushed him in the shoulder. And so the argument, and all he got banned for a year, and he got a fine, the minority owner.
Okay.
And so now the GM is possibly getting charges pressed against him. And she wanted us to talk about that. You know the reason why. Because she's saying if the minority owner that pushed the player was black, it probably would have went further than what it did. The 1 year ban, it probably wouldn't have been like a lifetime ban. They've been banning people for life as far as fans go. If they say the wrong things, racist remarks, those type of things, they get banned for life. So she's trying to say, you see how they doing, the GM for the Raptors is black, by the way.
Right.
He's black.
But
yeah, I mean, he ain't like black. He probably like
he's
Haitian or something.
Haitian, like he has his name.
But you know, it don't matter if you Haitian or whatever. His
skin tone.
Yeah, you black, brother. You black.
I listened to the interview with the reporter, and I kind of read the article, and I don't think it's the same. You know, what happened was the NBA was supposed to be enforcing anyone that's supposed to get on the floor. You're supposed to have certain credentials, whether it was a name tag with the NBA Finals, and here this guy comes up with a suit, and one of the security people didn't allow him to come on the court to celebrate with his team, and he didn't have any of his credentials on him. So then at that point, he grew frustrated and pushed the security guard, and then all of a sudden they pushed back.
Right.
So I don't think that's the same. I don't think that's the same situation. Obviously, if he was in Toronto, they knew who he was.
Right.
But because he was in Golden State, the security guard honestly might have didn't realize that he was the GM of the winning team. It was just another black guy with a shirt and suit on that was trying to get on the basketball court. I don't want to play that card every time something doesn't go how we think. That's just my opinion.
I would say real quick personally. I say let's notice racism. You feel what I'm saying? Notice it, but it's like you can't pin that on everybody.
I got you on everything.
It's like my man's was probably excited because they won, but it wouldn't have been nothing for him to somebody was probably there. Hey, point to play.
Kyle Lowry, I think.
He's the owner of the team. Let him up. But I think he was so excited that his adrenaline was going. He was just trying to get up there.
Right.
So he was wrong at the end of it was my point. He shouldn't have shoved the dude, just like the dude shouldn't have shoved Lowry. Whether that man was white and that man was black. It was wrong on both parts. That's how I feel about it.
But then this the issue though. In the story, it's two different pictures. One of them say he just bum rushed himself up there. And then one story said Kyle Lowry ended up pointing him out and like, okay, that's who he is. And they end up letting him up stage like that. Okay. So it's like two different stories. And it's like, man, why can't we just get the truth? You know what I'm saying? But that was just a story we had to talk about for Norris and Deb. She asked us to discuss it.
She be on it.
She was real passionate.
Yeah, she passionate about what she believes.
So look, let's do this. Before we get right back to Miss Walker, and we're gonna drop this promo code on them so we can they can come in and get these discounts. We're gonna play a quick game. Stump the Sportsologist.
Here we go.
We gotta get a caller first. No one is going to call in. They don't want this.
We have a B-Dubs gift card on the line if you want to call in and try to stump the Sportsologist. Suburbs 708-445-9922.
Lakers.
Indiana 219-933-9922. In Chicago 773-288-9922. Stump the Sportsologist. It's going to be a sports trivia regarding the NBA draft. That's all I can tell you. Not it can be this year's or just past years NBA
somebody
draft.
Call in.
You would think you can stump
if somebody call in.
If you're deep in the sports,
he like 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
If you think you can stump the Sportsologist, call in right now. We got some questions and then we're gonna go. And we're gonna get back to Miss Tiffany Walker. And can you tell the people the difference when
Somebody said you just called in. AC Boynes. I just called in.
Well, hold on. I think give us a chance, brother. You know, I mean, jeez.
He called and he texted. He called and he texted.
Come on, hey. All right, come on. We got. Thanks for calling Alan Powell Show. What's your name? Where you from? What's your comment?
This is J Camp Champ from Crown Point.
The champ.
Okay.
All right, you calling in? Which part you calling in for?
I want to win the B-Dubs gift card. How you do that?
Okay.
You a lawyer.
All right, here we go. We're going to play Stump the Sportsologist. We got 3 questions. If you can win 2 out of 3, then you will win that gift card. Now, Sportsologist, do you want to give them the first crack at answering a question, or how do you answer?
Question: How easy, mediocre, or hard are these questions, man? I'm gonna let you judge.
Okay.
Because there's a delay. Remember we had it.
Yeah. That's
calling.
Right.
So I think it might be fair to give them a first shot at it.
J Camp, are you a real NBA fan or just a casual NBA fan?
I'm a casual NBA fan.
Oh, okay.
I let him go first.
You let him go first?
If you get the first one right, then it's
he a lawyer though.
All right.
He could be telling the field.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Question number 1. What team originally drafted Kobe Bryant? 1,000.
The
2
Hornets.
1,000. Huh? 3
The
1,000.
Hornets.
Don't be looking
4
it up.
1,000.
Did you give an answer?
Not the Hornets.
Did you give an answer?
Yeah, I said the Hornets.
Okay. All right.
He got it right.
Ding, ding.
All bets are off now. You know I would have got
should've
that.
let him
All
go
bets is
first.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Now tell him the rules for this one. He got to say, because he's up 1-0.
All right, now you up 1-0. So the sportsologist says how we usually play. You got to yell lock and load. Whoever yell lock and load first gets the answer.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready to yell lock and load as soon as you hear the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Sound like we on even. No lagging behind or nothing. All right, here we go. Question number 2. What year was Kobe drafted and picked?
Lock and load.
All right. What year?
1996.
What pick? 1,000. 2,000.
I think it was
3,000.
13th pick.
That is correct. That is. Sportsologist got that one. All right. All right. We tied 1-1.
That's what we knew.
Did you know that, Mr. J. Camp?
Okay, I got it.
Did you know the answer?
Question?
Y'all asking J. Camp the wrong questions. What is the Fifth Amendment?
What did he say? Did he know the answer?
Did you know the answer? Did you know the answer to that question?
Y'all answered the wrong
No, I
question.
did.
He didn't know.
He didn't know. Okay, so all right. This last one. Then we're gonna get back to Miss Walker. All right. Let's see. I'm looking at the question, trying to decide which one to pick. It's some easy ones and some hard ones.
Come on, Al. Dang. 1,000.
I know.
2,000.
All right, here we go. Since you said last show, you said you know the Chicago more than Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Last time? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a Chicago one.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Y'all
Y'all know he from New York, y'all.
New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Same thing.
Yeah.
Name the Bulls' last 3 first-round picks.
Lock and load.
All right. Go. There you go. Go ahead, sportsologist.
In no particular order?
No.
Marketing?
No.
The last
The last
First
3.
round?
Last 3.
Let's go.
And
Let's
now-
go, Cap.
Now let's give J Camp a chance. Do you know the answer?
No, sir.
All right.
Man, you should have tried.
All right.
from Duke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chandler Hutchinson. He was the 22nd pick in the same draft from Wendell Carter, and then Justin Patton. Shout out to Marcus Miller, came up with these questions, man. Marcus Miller came up with these questions, man.
I would have never.
It was a tough one. That was a tough one.
I was looking at lottery.
Yeah, that was a tough
He
one.
said, no, he should have said lottery, though.
He should have said lottery.
All right, we're gonna go one last. We're gonna get last one.
Okay.
Last one. You ready, J Camp?
I'm ready.
All right, here we
Lock and
go.
load.
Name the last Duke player to go #1 overall in the draft.
Lock and load.
Hold on.
What was he saying?
I said.
Zion.
No, sir. He ain't even get drafted yet.
blurted it out. He didn't
Drafted
say
Thursday,
Oh,
brother.
okay.
He didn't say lock and
What you
load.
got?
Kyrie Irving.
That is true.
Dang, J. Camp.
Thank you for playing Stump the Sportsologist, man. But the
Camp.
Sportsologist took it down one more
J.
time.
Camp, you
Better luck
should have
next
yelled
time.
objection.
Thank you.
Objection, Your
I'm
Honor.
calling in, though, brother.
No problem, man. Thanks for having me on.
All right. So look, let's get back to Tiffany Walker. Then we'll get to
Cool.
if there's another call
I got a
calling
question
in.
for Miss Tiffany. Can I?
Okay, go ahead. Ask
All
your
right,
question.
okay, so check this out, Miss Tiffany. I got
Okay.
a question. I know you're not a credit consultant, nobody like that, but you sell cars. So
I do.
me and my wife is buying a house right now, right?
Okay.
But I want to buy her a car.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think we should buy the house first and then buy the car?
Absolutely.
Okay, that was my
See,
question.
look, she ain't just trying to sell cars. Look.
I know. She could have said. Yeah.
She could have just said, "Come by the car." You know what I'm saying?
I know somebody
She ain't do
told me
that.
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
She ain't do
buy the
that.
house
House
And,
first.
and then buy the car. Okay, cool.
So look, okay, back to what you do. Can you tell the people, because I think it's a fascinating difference in leasing and buying. Can you tell the people the difference between the two and maybe some pros to both?
Oh man. Okay, so this is like my favorite. Like I love talking about leasing and financing. The reason why is because so many people get like this crazy misunderstanding about leasing. And like I tell everybody, I lease my phone. I have an iPhone XS Max, whatever this is. And the reason why is because I don't want to pay $1,000 for my phone. So instead, I'd rather pay $20 a month. And with paying $20 a month is $240 for the year. And when September come around, I want the next phone that's coming out. So instead of me paying $1,000 for this phone, I pay $240, and then I get the next thing that's coming out.
So you always up to date with the newest technology.
Absolutely. So that's the same thing when it comes to leasing. When it comes to leasing, you actually lease the vehicle, and then when your lease is up, you turn it in, and you don't have to pay $40,000 for a brand new vehicle. So when you leasing a vehicle, you're only leasing for that portion in which you're using. So say 36 months, you get a good lease, you're looking at only paying for 40% of that.
Okay.
So it works really good. And when you're financing the whole amount. And that's why the payment is so much higher on a retail versus a lease.
Got you. There you go. Some valuable info. So I think we got a caller that's in. Let's take this call. Thanks for calling the Allen Powell Show. What's your name? Where you from? What's your comment?
My name is Ivan Woods. I'm calling from Gary, Indiana. I had a quick question for y'all real quick.
Yes. What's your question?
How do y'all feel about LeVar saying LaMelo going to be the #1 draft pick in 2020?
So he has a question about LeVar Ball.
Okay.
Y'all don't know who that is? That's the father of Lonzo Ball.
Yes.
And he's very boisterous. And
Lonzo, and what's the other two?
LiAngelo, LaMelo.
Hello.
All the lows.
Did he ask about
LaMelo. He said, how do you feel about LeVar saying LaMelo going to be #1 pick? Sportsologist, you NBA guy. How you feel about that?
It's all about marketing. He just went off to Australia.
Yeah.
Played with that RJ. What's his name?
Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton.
Yeah.
And that was the same player that ended up getting put off the UCLA team. So with all that being said, I think that his father is trying to be a great marketer. But at the end of the day, the kid is good, but he's nowhere near a #1 type player. And I think some of it is also with his brother, that's actually in the league now. Not necessarily living up to the hype that his father had put on. Not necessarily what we expected, but his father put so much expectations behind him. So then, soon as he was able to live up to that as a rookie, people start looking down on him, and I'm guilty of it. So I think it's a disservice. His father's just trying to get some eyes on his son, way down in Australia, and maybe he will surprise some people. But I doubt very seriously if he is the #1 pick overall.
Well, real quick, I think that as a basketball player, and I don't really think that they're really giving him a timely manner to develop as a player, because he's moving around so much. You feel what I'm saying? That you got to understand when you develop as a player, certain players stay up under a coach for a while as development goes. So if you going to Australia, then you was over in this league over here, and he's only, how old is he, like 17?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just too much going on, man.
Got you.
Hey, I got a comment real quick on Facebook. Belinda Wise Bay, she said, absolutely do not make any big purchases prior to getting a mortgage. It will decrease the amount of the loan you can qualify for. It lowers the amount of the purchase you can pay in the eye of the bank.
Okay.
Thank you, Belinda.
Okay. And before we
I'm sorry.
no, you're good. So that's a good question, man. I like that question. Thanks for calling in with that question, bro.
No problem.
All right. He talked about LeVar Ball. Me personally, okay, we got another call. Call in to see what this call is. Thanks for calling the Allen Powell Show. What's your name? Where you from? What's your comment?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good, bro.
I'm doing all right. This is Roman Griffin. I'm calling from Merrillville, Indiana.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. I was calling in just to talk about my experience in buying a vehicle from my friend Tiffany Walker. You know Tiffany?
Yeah. Come on with it.
Oh, man, she's the best. She is the best in customer service, the best in sales. As a matter of fact, I'm driving my third vehicle that I bought from her in 1 year.
Wow.
I bought 3 brand new vehicles from Tiffany.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be hollering at you. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm serious, guys. Tiffany sold me 3 vehicles in 1 year. And crazy thing about it is that I had not met Tiffany until I got to Art Hill and found out that we go to the same church.
Wow.
And so once I found out about that, it was like, okay, let me see what she really about. If she, you don't want to shop with somebody just because you go to the same church, but her professionalism and her skill set, the way that she went over and above to find out everything that I needed to know about the vehicles that I was buying.
Right.
Vehicles.
It just let me know that she was the person that I needed to be dealing with. And so I went there to buy my wife a car and ended up buying both of us a car.
Wow.
And yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's how wonderful she is.
Gotcha.
One of the cars that she sold me got stolen.
Oh, wow.
And so I went right back to her and bought a third vehicle, and that's the one that I'm driving right now.
Right on. All right, thank you for that call, man. You got another caller calling in? Thanks for calling in. Yep. Thanks for calling the Allen Powell Show. What's your name? Where you from? What's your comment?
Hi, I'm Darlene, and I'm from Missouri, Indiana. And Tiffany helped me to lease my new vehicle.
Okay.
Tiffany got the phone.
She got like 7 callers.
I know.
Go ahead, man.
She got
Go
the
ahead.
phone. She's cracking tonight.
We want to hear your testimony. Go ahead.
Come on with it.
Okay. And she really helped me. I didn't want to, I'm kind of in my senior year, so I didn't want to have to be bothered with a car breaking down on me, so I figured I'd keep a lease a car, and then every 3 years I get a new one.
Right.
So my lease will be up next year, and Tiffany, I will be back.
All right. Okay.
Thanks for the call.
All right.
Man.
Thank you for that call. Thank you for that call. So look, you got the phone lines blowing up.
Yes.
We got to drop this promo code.
I want to.
We got to drop this.
She the first guest we done had that had they vouching.
Yeah.
Hey, that tells a lot about your character, though.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
It
that's
really
what's
does.
up.
It really
So
does.
look, we're gonna drop this promo code for them. So if they want to come buy a car, you drop this promo code, you can get a discount from
$700 to $4,600.
Yeah, what's the code? I'm right now.
I know.
So you can get a discount between $700 and $4,600. So here we go. The promo code is. Look at these dudes sitting here.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready.
Lock and load.
Okay.
Really?
Like that.
Lock and load is the promo code. You come see Tiffany at Art Hill Ford with that promo code, you will get the discount.
Now, let me ask you a question, Tiffany. Is there a deadline on this lock and load promo code?
So this promo code is actually going to be good for the month of June, for the remainder of the
The whole.
Well, let me know when the next promo code coming up, because I ain't got my house yet.
For the month.
Now how many are we giving out?
You know what? I'm not really going to put a limit on it. Whoever comes in, I'm going to make sure I help them out.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Promo code.
I think you should, though, because that's going to get them.
Yeah.
If you don't put a limit, they're
Think I
like,
should.
I could go later on this month.
Well, I mean,
or
it's
whatever.
only for the month of June.
Yeah.
No, somebody
Okay,
put-
so
hey,
let's
Then
do,
you don't want
let's
to have
do
them
10.
bum rushing you at the end of the month.
How about 10?
10. Okay.
10.
10 for the rest of the month
10.
of June.
Can we
Choose 20. No. Hey, listen. No. Do like 25. Hey, do like 25 people, because she done had
Look,
8
put it like
people
this.
call up here.
Put it like this. We don't know how many we can do.
Okay,
The thing is, come in with the promo code Lock and Load, and we will accommodate you.
Cool.
10.
Wait, you selling cars now too?
He getting 10% off of it, man. We better be getting paid.
All right, man. Look.
Better be getting paid.
We gave the promo code
Like P. Diddy now.
The end of the month
to the end of the month of June. Yeah, we gonna make this happen.
Yeah,
We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen.
We got this.
Yeah. So, do you got any? I guess any tips for the people coming in that's trying to purchase a car? You got any tips for them that they need to know when coming in to come see you?
Absolutely. When you come in, just bring your driver's license, your insurance, your and your most recent check stub. Just be honest. I help as much as I possibly can, and we get a lot further, a lot quicker when you're just kind of upfront about like, hey, this is what's going on.
Tell the truth, man.
I got 8 months.
Yeah, come on, tell the truth, man.
Hey, you know she sound like the she sound like the she said you sound like the police when they pull you over. Just be honest. You would not take you to jail.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I paid off this and that, and I ain't got nothing on my
Right.
judgments.
Right.
Whoa.
Right. Tell the truth. Be honest.
Man, my credit good, man. I got great. I just bought a house. Credit be negative 400.
So look, we got.
Right, exactly.
We only got a few more minutes before we get on up out of here. I want to go ahead and do my Come to Church segment with me real quick. And so look, in this segment of Come to Church with me, I went to a men's brunch. It was for Father's Day weekend. And he talked, the scripture is Luke 15:11. And if y'all know about that, it's about the prodigal son. And so I thought it was good for Father's Day because it talked about how a son left his home, told his father, man, give me my inheritance. He went off and messed up all his money and was struggling. But he ended up coming back, and the father welcomed him with open arms. He ain't, down him because he went off and messed up his money. But I just wanted to shout out to all the fathers that's taking care of their sons, showing them the right way. And Luke 15:11 is a good father-son moment where you can look that up and just see how he treated his son, even though he messed up and went off and just, did a party life for a minute and messed it up. But that's just my Come to Church segment with me. Check it out.
Right.
And before we get on and up out of here, y'all make sure y'all follow us on YouTube. Alan Powell Show on YouTube. Follow us. If you want to come on the show and be an in-studio guest like Tiffany just did today and promote your
And have
business
several people call in.
or events.
Well, she
and
gonna have them.
yeah, talk about your
Hold on,
business
y'all.
or whatever you do. You can sponsor a show and come in and be an in-studio guest. If you want behind the scenes about the Alan Powell Show, interviews and challenges, D3T TV. Subscribe to our channel on that website, and you can see some behind the scenes content.
Cool.
Once again, thank you, Tiffany, for coming in. Go ahead, say
Tiffany.
Leave some partner.
Real quick, my name is Tiffany Walker. If you guys want to come in to come see me at Art Hill, please make sure that you schedule an appointment, 219-331-6016. Or you can look me up on Google, Tiffany Sells Cars. I'm also on Facebook, Tiffany Spears Walker. So you guys can contact me either way.
Facebook, Instagram, follow her. You can find her out. Look, it's about to get hot. This weather eventually gonna change. You want to be in a nice vehicle. You want to be in a clean vehicle. Go see Tiffany. Promo code. We want to give it to her one more time.
One more time.
Use the promo code Lock and Load. You go see her. You use the code Lock and Load.
Lock and Load.
You can get a discount between
$700 and $4,600.
Woo! That's big time. That's big time. So look, for the sportsologist, give him some parting words, man.
Well, it's been a great show. Again,
real quick, man, we get up out of here.
I'm happy for my boy LeBron James. Looking forward to the basketball season. And, I'm going to keep it short and sweet, man.
That's a sportsologist.
King is king.
Cinco.
Be blessed, y'all. Love you, my wife. I love you, my wife.
Miss Walker, thank you for joining us today. Have fun with you.
Thank you.
I'm Al. We will see y'all next week. Same time, same day. We are out this thing.